So if you were to ask someone how many professional athletes have been arrested, there are just way too many to keep track of. If you were to ask them how many professional athletes were arrested for drug trafficking, the list gets considerably smaller, but still something you need to Google to make sure you got everybody. But if you were to look up how many professional athletes have been or are currently on the FBI's most wanted list, only one comes up. His name is Ryan Wedding, a former Olympic snowboarder turned drug trafficker. Now, I don't know if the term one-hit wonder can be used for athletes, but had this guy not competed in this one event at the 2002 Winter Olympics, placing 24th, he would have been just as known as these other most wanted fugitives. These look like mugshots a detective would have up on a board in a shitty cop show, being like, I've been spending 40 years trying to catch these guys. And his partner is like, well, some of them look like they'd be dead by now. Jeez, 40 years? No wonder there's so much crime in this city. You're chasing ghosts, old man. You're chasing fucking spirits. But nonetheless, Ryan has had quite a journey since placing 24th in the one sport he's presumably been training his whole life for. And I know, let's see you place higher. Dog, if I placed 24th, I would have been like, yeah, just leave that out of the article. Let people ask me how I did. And then I'll show them, like, 24th, dog? Come on, I thought they stopped keeping track after 3rd. Fucking 24th? But getting put on the FBI's most wanted list wasn't an overnight thing. It all started back in 2006 when he was named in a search warrant for allegedly growing large quantities of marijuana, but was not charged. Fast forward to 2010, and this time he was convicted of attempting to buy cocaine from a US government agent and was sentenced to 4 years in prison. Now, I don't know about you, but this sounds exactly like every drug dealer movie that has ever been made. Guy finds out that life isn't just about, in his case, snowboarding, and finds out that you can make a lot more money selling drugs rather than placing 24th in the Olympics. He then gets caught up and spends a little time in jail, but instead of stopping, he comes out prepared to go bigger, now knowing what mistakes to avoid. I think that's called shot caller. I think his life is based off the movie Shot Caller. It says Ryan and 15 others, one of them being his right-hand man named Andrew Clark, were transporting cocaine through Mexico, California, and then onto Canada through drug networks ran by Hardeep Rat and Gurpreet Singh. Imagine being named Hardeep Rat. You might as well just be named Shit Butt Poop. But from January through August 2024, Hard Rat and Gurp were in charge of making sure the shipments got to their final locations for distribution. Obviously, they were caught and things started unraveling. You can't have Rat and Gurp go down and expect the whole operation to stay afloat. That's like thinking you can remake Key and Peele with just one of them. Try it. I dare you. Try it. It's either going to come out funny or scary. But it says that along with transporting drugs, both Wedding and his partner Clark ordered the murders of 2 people in retaliation for a stolen drug shipment. Makes sense. Don't want anything like that happening again. And then he had 2 other people murdered on May 18th over a drug debt. Makes sense. Don't want anything like that happening again. And then it says his partner Clark was actually arrested in October while Wedding is still on the run in Mexico. But that's not even the craziest part, because while in Mexico, it says he's joined the infamous Sinaloa cartel, becoming a high-ranking member whose nicknames include Public Enemy, Giant, and El Jefe, or for you English speakers, the Boss. Now, I don't know about you, but a white boy being known as the Boss for a Mexican drug cartel is not going to last, especially when he's been added to the FBI's most wanted list. There's already enough shit the cartels have to deal with to where getting rid of some guy from Thunder Bay, Ontario, so that the FBI stops looking into them more than they already are is a lot easier than you think. I mean, he's either going to have to die or just be on the run forever, because if he's caught and charged and found guilty of everything, he has to spend a mandatory minimum of life in jail. So after this dude dies in his jail cell, they're going to be like, alright, so that was the minimum. Now comes the hard part, buddy. Like I'm telling you, this is going to be a dope movie whenever this comes out, and it will come out if there isn't already somebody writing a movie as we speak. But yeah, guys, I looked it up, and for the sport he competed in, the top 16 people advanced to the next round. Not top 5, not top 10, but top 16. They're like, dog, any more and we might as well just let everyone join. And this isn't the Special Olympics. We're not doing that, Ryan. And hey, at least Canada had someone good to represent them. This guy, Jerome Silvestri, placed in the top 10. Until tomorrow, though, peace.